So we're going to go on to wrapping the armature. So first of all, a bit on the kind of wool that we're going to use. Primarily we're going to use batting, which comes in this big bag. So when you open it up, it comes in a big sheet. Now, this is the big sheet, and you can hear there's paper inside it. So we open it up like that, open it in half, and then we pull it in half like that. That sheet of paper will run out, will fall out even. So if we fold it in half like that, and then pull it apart. So we're going to use half to begin with. One half to the side. And then you're going to rip it up into strips. Now this is the bit where I'm going to tell you about different kinds of wool. So we've got batting, which is this. We've got carded, which is that, which is halfway between batting and roving, which is that. Now you can see that's quite fine. It's got Angelina fibre in it as well, which is sparkly bits. So if you've ordered the reindeer kit with the red and sparkles, that's what you'll get for his chest. And that's just repeatedly carded wool, which all lays down in the same direction, and it comes out like that. And that's really good, especially merino, really good for wet felting. I am not a great fan of it for needle felting. I know that some of you love it, but it doesn't really suit me. I think it's too soft, and it also retains needle marks because it's so soft. But there are ways and means of overcoming that, and I'll share that with you later. So that's roving. This is carded, as I said, halfway between roving and batting. So the fibres aren't as, they're still slightly multi-directional, that's what I would say. And batting, which has just gone through the huge drum carders, and look those up if you don't know what they are, drum carders, and it comes out as sheets like this, and then it's generally used for industrial felt making. So it goes straight on then to another machine with millions and millions of felting needles in, which on steel plates, which then go up and down, and they compress and squash and knit the fibres together until they become felt. So there we go. So we've got the batting, we've got it in half, and we've got these little bits here, and that's because it's not that finely processed, so we still have little bits of hedge in there. We're going to pull it apart about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and we're just going to rip it into strips. So do that until you've got half of your wool done, and if you go down with it like that, it won't be difficult. Some of them will, as you get to this bit, it might be easier if you just go down to single layer. Some of it will get thick, some of it will be a bit thinner, but it doesn't matter. I recommend you sit for a couple of minutes and you curl these all up so that they don't get tangled into a huge heap and start being pulled apart. I've just pulled one off by accident. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is that it isn't an enormous clump, because it just makes life easier, because we're going to wrap. So I'm going to leave you with that to do that part, and also I'm going to share you a little film of Reindeer, and I want you to watch the film on Reindeer and the other links that I'm going to give you, so that you get in your head what a reindeer actually looks like. We're not going to go for anatomical correctness. I do not make models, I make illustrations, and I am hoping that you will too make an illustration of a reindeer, but I just want you to have a look and notice things like their muzzle, is quite wide in comparison to I was going to say a normal deer, but other deer. They don't have so much definition between their forehead and their nose, so it's quite similar. They're almost like a long tube. I should do it like that, tube, like that. Their antlers are slightly different. I want you to look at their colouring, because we're going to have a choice here. We can either do a fully white reindeer and then embellish that if you want to, or we can go for a natural looking reindeer. And they come in so many different colours. There are white, there are fawn, there are darker ones, and everything in between. So kind of get in your head how you would like your reindeer to be. And I just think it would be good for you to look and do a little bit of observation, because you are students and I am teaching you. Okay. So that's it. See you tomorrow.